Alright everybody, so one of the coolest things I've seen at SEMA so far is Dave Higgins' rally car from the American Rally series. He won the series in this car, and it's pretty neat to see it here at SEMA. Definitely didn't expect to see any kind of rally stuff here, but that's pretty cool. Alright, so this is kind of a cool thing that you don't get to see every day at SEMA. Now, behind me is a Bigfoot, and yes, you get to see Bigfoots fairly often out in the wild, but what you don't get to see is an electric Bigfoot. This thing, there's no engine in it. It's got an electric motor, it's got 36 batteries, and I don't know if they actually race this thing or not, but it's pretty cool to see, and I'll bet the advantages of this are when you flip it over, it doesn't dump fluid, both oil and fuel everywhere all over the track, and you can probably tune the balance of the vehicle really easily with where you put the batteries. Alright, if you guys know me, you guys know I'm a sucker for a golf livery, and on a Porsche, that's even better. Check this thing out.
Those guys. Oh, these guys don't want to.
Alright, you guys know on the channel I like weird cars. This is the weirdest one I've seen here so far, and it's also the most awesome. So this is a 1960 Renault Delphine. Originally it was a rear engine car, air-cooled. Now it has a 24-valve Volkswagen V6 conversion in it, and so along with the VR6 conversion, it got complete tube frame chassis, got pushrod suspension. Definitely a very cool build, and kind of along the lines of what I wanted to do for the Datsun is something kind of crazy like this. Also here in the Hot Wheels booth, it's another crazy little car. This is an Opel Manta. So Opel was a division of GM back in the 70s, and they were kind of a budget car. This one has a full LS3 swap in it. I just laugh thinking about that. Yeah, this would be a ridiculously fun car to hoon about in. Alright, so one of the cool things about coming to SEMA is you get to see all kinds of weird stuff you usually don't get to see. And in this case, so it's a Suzuki Jimny, not to be confused with the GMC Jimmy. But these are kind of like a little mini Jeep, and this one has kind of like a bunch of cool aftermarket stuff on it. Put raised wheels on it. And it looks like a body kit that got attached, some over fenders type deal. But these look like they'd be a lot of fun. It's kind of like an upsized Suzuki Samurai. Alright, for those of you guys that have been following this build on Instagram, here it is in the flesh. This is Jamie Oars' Harlequin Polo, and this was built overseas, shipped here. It's got a 1.8T in it, BBS wheels, everything on the interior is color matched, right down to the Walkman on the dashboard. So it's a pretty neat car. It's always good to see Jamie now, who is a Volkswagen ambassador, if you guys didn't know that. He's always bringing out cool stuff to SEMA, and this car is no exception. want to try to bring you guys a little bit of footage every day. I don't know if I'll be successful at that or not, but tune back in hopefully tomorrow for more coverage from SEMA. And until then, get out there and work on something.